Ladies and gentlemen, Mallikarjun Kharge is the new top boss of the Congress party. Remember, I told you this nearly 48 hours ago, that there were no prizes for guessing who would be the Congress president. Kharge was today elected the president of the Congress party and is the first non-Gandhi to lead the party in 24 years. Kharge, who was always considered the favorite and top choice of the Gandhi family, defeated Shashi Tharoor and won 84% of the votes cast. Kharge got 7,897 votes as compared to 1,072 votes for Tharoor. Of the total 9,500 odd votes that were polled, the questions were raised by Shashi Tharoor earlier this morning when he wrote in and said that there were some malpractices that had taken place during the elections. But of course, in the end, the distance between the two votes were absolutely unbridgeable for Shashi Tharoor, who just very graciously accepted the verdict. And soon after, we saw pictures of Mallikarjun Kharge with Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. As soon as this election result was declared, Rahul Gandhi also said that the new party chief would now call the shots in the Congress. Listen in.
The president will decide what my role is and how I am to be deployed. As far as the Congress party is concerned, the final authority in the Congress party is the Congress president, and we will have a new Congress president, and that gentleman will decide exactly how the Congress party moves forward.
आज हम सबको मिलकर कार्यकर्ता के तौर पर काम करना है। यहाँ न कोई बड़ा है न छोटा, सब बराबर है। हमें देश के संविधान पर हो रहे हमले और देश की डेमोक्रेसी को खत्म करने की कॉन्स्पिरेसी से मिलकर लड़ना है।
Throughout the election, Salman, as the campaign manager, was receiving information from the field, from our party workers, and wherever there were anything that he felt needed to be brought to the attention of the election authority, it was so done. This is not the first letter that was sent. It was the last letter, but it was not the first. You're right, the leadership by and large stayed with Mr. Kharge. Again, that is not necessarily surprising. If you have a choice between change and continuity, and you are part of the continuity by your own rule, why would you want to change?
You're watching the News Hour first. Debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining me on debate number 2 tonight, joining Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi are Sanjay Jha, author, and Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst. So Tehseen Poonawalla, thank you very much for joining me. And as I said just about 48 hours ago, that there was no suspense. We all knew which way this election was going. I want to ask you, first post-election pictures that came in were pictures of Mallikarjun Kharge with Congress leaders, both Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Well, the Gandhi family, to whom he possibly went and said a big thank you for reposing faith in him. Is that how the new Congress is going to look at a new life for the Congress party? Ke chehra badla hai, baki wahi rahega. What is it going to be?
You know, I have so much personal respect and regard for you, but I think you made one factual error here, ma'am. It is Mrs. Gandhi and Priyanka ji who went to Kharge Saab's house, not Kharge Saab who went to their house. That's point number 1. And point number 2, I have repeatedly said on your show, and I stand by it, the Gandhis are the tallest leaders of the party, just as, for example, Mahatma Gandhi was the tallest leader of the Congress, but he wasn't in electoral politics, or Shri Narendra Modi ji is the tallest leader of the BJP, but he's not the president of the BJP. So you can have a tallest leader not be the president, but it is Mrs. Gandhi and Priyanka ji who went to Kharge Saab's house to congratulate him. And I want to congratulate Kharge ji on becoming the president of the Congress. And a lot of criticism on Kharge ji, particularly from the BJP and the RSS, stems from the fact that he comes from the Dalit community or an SC community. So Sudhanshu ji, just tell me, why has there not been a Dalit or OBC chief of the RSS or a woman president of the BJP? Just answer that question.
Dr.
Why a
Sudhanshu
woman
Trivedi.
president?
Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
My friend Tehseen Poonawalla, I think you should try to study RSS, as Rahul Gandhi has said well before. RSS means Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. It is only for men. Then the counter is Rashtriya Sevika Samiti, which was found in 1934. And today, the chief of Rashtriya Sevika Samiti is Shantakka Tai. अब ये तो आप कह रहे हैं महिला मोर्चा में पुरुष नजर नहीं आता है।
No sir, I said
भाई
president
पता
of
तो कर
women president in
लीजिए।
BJP
Don't be in a
Dalit
hurry
and
to
OBC
put an
has
allegation on
That's
that.
what I said, sir. नहीं sir, आपने गलत
And now
सुना।
coming
No,
to that, sir.
Women
Now
president
coming
of
to that,
BJP and Dalit OBC.
अरे आपने कहा ना आरएसएस में महिला क्यों नहीं हुई? अब मैं उसका जवाब देता हूं।
में नहीं, RSS
देखिए, I have not spoken over you, sir. You have
One minute,
complete your
Tehseen,
sentence.
just calm down.
Now let me complete
Allow
my
him to
submission.
speak. He didn't interrupt you. Allow him
Yeah,
to
but
speak.
he's made a
Okay.
factual mistake. Therefore, I'm just correcting.
Okay.
Sir, RSS में दलित और OBC
You are talking about that,
BJP में
sir.
महिला।
आज आप बहुत
अरे
गलतियां
भाई,
कर रहे हैं।
बोलने तो
तहसीन
दीजिए।
पूनावाला नोट हो रही है। आप अपने आप को फैक्ट चेक कर रहे हैं।
बीजेपी में
तहसीन
महिला
जी, please,
और आरएसएस में
please.
दलित ओबीसी में
ओके, ऑल राइट, हैंग ऑन।
हाँ।
यस
यस
अरे भाई आपने आरएसएस में कहा था ना महिला, एनीबडी कैन चेक। नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू दैट। सर फॉरगेट अबाउट दैट। ये बताइए, हु हैड मेड द फर्स्ट दलित प्रेसिडेंट? आर.के. नारायण। इट वाज नॉट व्हेन द कांग्रेस वाज इन मेजॉरिटी एंड बीजेपी सपोर्टेड। देन हमने प्रेसिडेंट एंड फर्स्ट टाइम महिला शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब प्रेसिडेंट एंड यू अपोज्ड। दैट शोज योर माइंडसेट। और ये मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, वी हैव मेड एन ओबीसी अ प्राइम मिनिस्टर and that too by the full support of the people. I want, how many OBCs you have made the prime minister? Give me an answer of the Congress party. So please do not try to play these type of flimsy cards. Now coming to that thing, that today your election has been completed. The preconceived, predetermined, prefixed play of the presidency has come to an end. It's okay, but I want to ask, if Kharge ji was having so much of respect, just few days back in Bharat Jodo Yatra, why he was walking behind Rahul Gandhi? When Kharge ji was leader of the opposition in Rajya Sabha and Rahul Gandhi was just a member of parliament? And during the parliament session, Kharge ji and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary both were standing behind Rahul Gandhi when he was addressing the press conference, both of the leader of the opposition of both the houses. And today, why Kharge ji? I have seen him speaking in Rajya Sabha several times as leader of the opposition. Why he was reading the things, just 2-3 lines he has to read. Who has written that note on which he was compelled to read when he is such an eloquent speaker? He has spoken for half an hour, for 45 minutes I have seen. So I want an answer. You have what type of respect you are having for whom? We know it very well. Previously you were having the experiment of controlling the government by remote. Now you will be controlling the organization by remote. Nothing happened, but it is as per the characteristics of the new Congress under RG and SG that control everything without responsibility, have all the power without responsibility. That's why Rahul Gandhi was not ready to hold the post, but he was calling the shots each and every time.
Sanjay Jha, no, that is a valid.
अच्छा, one more thing.
That is
अब अगर मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी अध्यक्ष बन गए, one more thing, sir,
Okay.
एक one more thing, एक sentence. मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी अब अध्यक्ष बन गए. जब राहुल गांधी ने भारत जोड़ो यात्रा निकाली तो कहा गया था सोनिया जी का हेल्थ अच्छा नहीं है, इसलिए उनके नेतृत्व नहीं मिलेगी. अब क्या भारत जोड़ो यात्रा मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी लीड करेंगे instead of Rahul Gandhi? I want an answer.
Sanjay Jha, it's a valid question that will be raised. Power without responsibility, that is the model that worked between 2004 and 14, and that's exactly what's going to happen by getting a new Congress president, a Congress president who's also the CEO of Young Indian, a company that is owned by Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi.
Navika, first a factual correction for my good friend Sudhanshu ji. R.K. Narayan was a great author.
Yeah,
The
K.R.
president happened to be
Narayanan.
K.R.
Yeah.
Narayanan.
Yeah.
But anyway, now let me answer the bigger question. And the bigger question is that has the
K.R.
Congress
Narayanan.
party today really voted for change? And in my opinion, Navika, it's the historical missed opportunity, in my opinion, because you are taking on the might of a very formidable BJP. And, for that, the Congress party needs not just a tinkering reform or some cosmetic change, it needed a dramatic transformation. And I think that's where probably, I think the Congress has once again missed the bus and the bus stand. Because when you got to change, you got to be doing something more bold, more pragmatic, and ultimately realizing that is Mr. Kharge the candidate who's going to bring the party back to power or definitely make it much closer to the BJP in 2024. And I think the one question that haunts the Congress going forward is who is going to be the prime ministerial candidate. In India, elections are going to be more personality centric. I think that's an inevitable aspect of our life. And I think the Congress has at the moment itself to blame, because if Mr. Kharge is not...
But Sanjay Jha, allow me to be the devil's advocate. Allow me to be the devil's advocate. You're saying that this is a missed opportunity for the Congress party. You're saying this on the basis of the fact that the Congress actually wanted something to change. I'm questioning the intent itself. Do you think the intent was there?
Yeah, Navika, but just look at the numbers. I mean, 88% of the people have preferred Mr. Kharge over Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Now, I'm not getting into the merit or demerits of the two candidates, but it's an overwhelming vote. And clearly, this has only happened because it has been generally accepted within the Congress ranks that Mr. Kharge is the favored candidate, that he is, as you rightly said, the unofficial official choice. I mean, that's something that the Congress will have to
Tehseen Poonawalla, the CEO of Young Indian, is now the Congress president, and the owner of Young Indian are the Gandhis. Just as many people say, whether they are on the scene officially in the seat or not, the owner of the Congress party continue to be the Gandhis. And the question raised by Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, power without accountability is the model that they've chosen.
All right. You believe that the Gandhis don't have accountability, but they have power, and I respect your point of view. But the Gandhis, both Rahul and Sonia ji, contest a Lok Sabha election and win. What authority and power does Mohan Bhagwat ji have? Because I'm quoting from Times of India. BJP ministers to give a report card to Mohan Bhagwat. This is Economic Times. What authority does Mohan Bhagwat have? Why does he call? Why does Mohan Bhagwat give speeches on how should the government policies be? There he is an NGO, but Mrs. Gandhi, chairperson of the UPA, is power without accountability. Ajib, aap kare to chamatkar, hum kare to gunegar. Second thing and more important point. I agree with Sanjay. There could have been a different result in an election, but 9,000 verifiable delegates voted, whatever way they chose. When was the BJP election? When did BJP have an election?
And I repeat my point. Stop being obsessed by the BJP. Tell me, Dr. Shashi Tharoor wrote a letter to Madhusudan Mistry this morning questioning the process, questioning the authenticity of the election process.
Yes.
And you're saying this is democracy.
No, not the authenticity of the election, about certain discrepancies in Uttar Pradesh, and he himself has answered it, said that there were slight discrepancies. He has full faith and he accepts the overwhelming result. But I have one question. The main and moot question nobody is answering. This organization, the Bharatiya Janata Party, that claims to be democratic, when can we have a woman heading the organization? That's all I want to know. And I'll accept every single charge of yours. Tell me, why can't a woman head BJP? Just answer that one question.
But
why doesn't? Why does
Dr.
there have to be a band of boys on the side?
Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, he's obsessed with women heading when they've removed a woman as a president and replaced it with a man. But he's still obsessed with a woman occupying the place.
Because they've never occupied.
No, I'm coming to that. We have produced a woman for the first time in the Cabinet Committee on Security, Sushma Swaraj ji. Nirmala Sitharaman ji, the first woman defense minister full time, first woman prime minister, Draupadi Murmu ji, चाहे जितने भी रही हो, चाहे स्मृति, none of them is बहु बेटी ब्रिगेड. आप बताइए, आपकी तो दोनों जो वुमेन थी अध्यक्ष, वो क्या थी? Either the wife of any previous leader or the daughter of the previous leader. परिवार से नहीं, all have grown up naturally by their natural inherent talent. That's how the woman leadership is nurtured, not like it is being parachuted, on which you are having a very significant, overwhelming, charming and attractive response and saying that we have done that. Okay, now coming to one more point which you have raised about how the power structure is going on in Congress party. I just want to say, though it is a totally typical internal matter of the Congress party, but you have said correct, that if somebody has gone to RSS, I want to remind, महात्मा गांधी क्या थे जो पूरी कैबिनेट जाती थी 48 में 55 करोड़ रुपया कैबिनेट का डिसीजन पलट दिया गया महात्मा गांधी की वजह से. क्यों? महात्मा गांधी was a source of inspiration. So is the RSS. But how come Sonia ji become the source of inspiration when she as per you, has reportedly or ostensibly denied the prime ministership but accepted the cabinet minister post. ऐसा तो मैंने त्याग नहीं सुना. Mahatma Gandhi has not been any cabinet minister rank under Nehru, but Sonia ji was having the cabinet minister rank under Manmohan Singh, on which she has to resign at one point of time on the office of profit issue and had to get re-elected. Sir, ऐसा त्याग, इस ढंग का knowledge. इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं, be slightly more, the Congress people should try to understand their party more, then they will be able to understand where they are committed.
Well, at the moment they are trying to understand the country with the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and they are trying to understand the party itself. The question many people are asking, that Mr. Kharge may have emerged as the Congress president in a democratic election that has been held after 24 years. But how much is going to change for the Congress party? That's a test that will continue to be faced by the Congress party, and that's how people of this country are going to judge them. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on the News Hour tonight. And thank you, viewers, for being with me. Be safe. Good night.